Okay guys, real quick video. I'm going to give you a simple math equation so that you can calculate without having to lift to your 1 rep max approximately what your 1 rep max would be. You're training at home, you don't have a spotter, maybe you don't have a ton of weight and you want to get an estimate for what your max is that's fairly accurate. You could actually tell people, I bench 300 pounds if you can get the equation to say that. And it's usually, for me personally, it's within 5 to 10 pounds depending on how heavy I'm going. And there's a lot of factors that can contribute to that. It could be sleep, diet, work schedule. So, you know, it's not going to always be accurate, but it is accurate enough that you can say you're being truthful when you tell people, and it is accurate enough to do programming. So if you need to get your numbers to program, say something like the starting strength 5x5 or the Wendler 531, you can use this equation. Simply, the equation is this: 1 RM, which is 1 rep max, equals W, which is the weight you're lifting, times brackets the number 1 plus R, which is reps, the amount of repetitions you lifted the weight for, divided by 30 and bracket. So my 1 rep max, if I could bench press 225 pounds for a set of 10, it would be 1 rep max equals weight 225 pounds times the number 1 plus R, which is reps, 10 divided by 30, which is 0.333. That comes out to 1.333. So 1 rep max equals weight times 1.333, which is 299.925. So if you can, essentially, if you can bench 225 pounds for a set of 10, you can tell people you can bench 300 pounds. How accurate is it? I would be willing to bet at that weight it is within a couple pounds. Obviously, some people are genetically different. Maybe you got a guy that's super strong in the top end, but he can't do mid-range. He doesn't have the endurance for lifting. Generally speaking, if your reps are reasonable, the weight is reasonable, it's going to be fairly accurate. Where you start losing some accuracy is when you're doing crazy stuff. Like if you're trying to estimate your 1 rep max by putting 90 pounds on a barbell and going to failure, you're going to be able to bench press that 100 times. You're going to lose. The larger the rep set is, the less accurate it's going to be. So you want to put enough weight on the bar where you can get a reasonable approximation. You stay into that 5 to, I would say, no more than 15 rep range, and you're going to get a reasonably accurate number. So that's going to be great if you have a home gym. You only got a plate or two to put on each side, and you know, and maybe you do have 225, and maybe you can crank that out for 20, and you've just been wondering, well, how much can I say I bench if I can rip 225 out for a set of 20? This equation, which again, 1 RM equals W brackets 1 plus R divided by 30 equals your 1 rep max. And that's just a good way of being, and it's an honest way of telling people what your 1 rep max is. You're not lying. If you have not actually put 350 pounds on the bar, but you can bench 225 for 20, this math equation is accurate enough where you can tell people that's what your 1 rep max is. And that works for pretty much all of the barbell lifts. So I use it for squats, I use it for deadlifts, I use it for bench press, I use it for military rows. Generally speaking, this is it's always been accurate for me, and I'm able to write my programs safely using this equation because I'm out here again. I'm out here in the garage by myself. I don't have a spotter. You know, I don't want to, you know, try to get my maximum 1 rep lift without having the advantage of the proper safety equipment or someone to spot me. And this allows me to do that. So hopefully that's helpful. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think.